Hello, friends. It's Melody Self, and I'm health and wellness life coach. And I'm coming here today, and you can tell I'm not in my usual studio. This weekend, I went out of town for a conference, and yeah, I love that the tree is still up. Mine are too. You just don't see them in my. Anyone else? Anyone else has the tree still up? Well, I went to the conference, and one of the things at the conference, they were talking about giving back, and it made me think. And they were talking about how they went. Basically, it's kind of like going on a mission trip. They gave back to people that don't have water flowing in their villages, and it really struck me that these people were so appreciative of small things, and there's so much death and disease in these areas because um, there was this one example of story that they were talking about of the farmer. In this area, they were farmers, and they couldn't get enough water to feed their cattle, and when the cattle didn't have enough water, then they weren't able to produce milk. And so it was just a vicious cycle and then their kids weren't being able to be bathed because they didn't have water. And so the transformation of having water, um, the I can't think of the name, wells, like wells dug, having water, be in there close by is life changing, like dramatically life changing. And I put in here, are we, like spoiled? Are you rotten, or is it rotten? And I just really think that sometimes we can look at our own situation and we can think that someone else is, we can start complaining at God and telling him how it's not fair that my sister got this or my brother got that or my best friend or those people over there or our neighbors or whoever it is has things and they just don't know. And really, we're not even aware of what we have and how we aren't being grateful for what we have. So this is really about being grateful. Or are we already in the habit of looking for the negative, of looking for what's going wrong, or complaining about the things in our life? And someone else would be so thankful to have what we have in our life. And it's not, this isn't a video about telling you how to be shameful or any of that. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying, I think that I know that when my older kids were younger, if they didn't have any gratitude for what I gave them, then I would just take it away. And definitely, why am I going to give them more if they're not grateful for what I did give them? And my younger kids aren't as accustomed to me. It's not like let them get away. They just aren't as accustomed to me being maybe as strict. And so one day when I did that, it kind of took my younger one by surprise. And I feel like sometimes that God is like that. And I think that gratitude can be a steward, like it's a stewardship. Are we being a good steward of what God gave us? Or are we complaining about the things that He gave us? Are we complaining about the tools or the capabilities that He gave us, so to speak, like our own talents? Are we complaining about those? Are we saying that they're not really that good? Are we saying um, that someone else has a better gift than we do? Maybe they have a singing gift and I have a speaking in Spanish gift. That's like me and my sister. She sings, she can lead worship and sing gorgeous. She can lead anyway. She can sing at weddings. Even though my name is Melody, don't put me there. I'm not going to be singing a solo. Now I might be able to lead the kids in worship, just be fun and silly, but I'm not going to be able to play the piano and no, that's just not how I operate. That's just not the gifting that I flow in. But I can translate Spanish okay, but maybe not as good as my younger sister who's a freaking amazing, who sounds like a native. So, we all have our different gifts, but if I just compared to either one of them, I could go, my gift just is just not as good. It's just not that best. But God gave us our unique DNA to be good stewards of it. And I think it's so important to go around and look in our life and to be grateful for the things that we have and not always focusing on what we do not have, on that what we do not. Well, I don't have enough money to go, to go on the trip to go skiing or to go and do these fun things like they do, or I can't get that car. I can only get this bicycle. I'm just joking. But whatever it is, can we just be grateful for what we have? Can we be grateful for, and I mean, some bicycles are freaking amazing, and they can cost them, as much as a vehicle too. So, but are we being grateful? And I'm just encourage you to be grateful and look around and not just kind of act like spoiled brats and be spoiled. Like think about rotten meat. It just smells terrible. Rotten food is just disgusting and gross. And are we acting like that with God? Are we acting like we're just spoiled? And I really want, like do a self-evaluation and like look and see, are you being spoiled? Are you being grateful for the things that you have, and so that you can even receive more and allow that to flow through you. Be be flowing. And I don't know, it just made me, I just wanted to really think about that, because sometimes, I can hear my kids even say, well, they don't know how good they have it, but then in the same way, they can think about, they can do some self-reflection is what I'm saying. We all can, and look at what we have that other people would love to have, or even in the past when you wished you had what you have now. And just to really take some time to have that, the attitude of gratitude, it goes far. And I just believe that when we have that, our life feels better. We have more joy. We smile more. We can spread it to other people, and we can rub off and light the fire light the fire, like again, the candles that just light one, and then, when we do a candlelight service, and how beautiful it is. So let's be that way. Let's not put each other's light out by our discouraging talk, and let's not look at what someone else has and be jealous, or bad talk them, gossip about them because they have it and they're not thankful. Well, are you being thankful for what you have and for the things that you have? And I really do believe that, like the verse says, to be thankful in all circumstances, and thank him in advance. Whenever you don't even see the answer yet, see that he answered you. See the answer in your mind's eye, and see that he already heard you, and not going wondering, did he hear me? Are you, and groveling, but really have that assurance and that confidence that you have been heard and that God is answering on your behalf. And I'm not, I mean, I hope that you hear my heart in this, and not just like, well, you told me to be thankful, and, it doesn't go the way that you want, or not expecting God to be a magic genie. That's not what I'm talking about. But just having the confidence that he loves you, and to be grateful for the things that he gave you, and not to be sarcastic, but to really have an open heart, and to look and have a new, fresh eyes of the gifts that are in your life, and the blessings that are already there, and the things that you have. Because we all are richly blessed. So are we going to look at them like they're riches? Are we going to feel like the riches that we have are as rags? So that's my thoughts for today. I hope that you are enjoying following along, and let me know, what is your takeaway, or what are you grateful for? Just put in the comments what you're grateful for. I want to help you live your best healthy selves. And so I will catch you next time, and I'll talk to you soon.